guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Disney Sea here in Tokyo. Alright, so if you watch the channel, you know that we have been to Universal Studios in Osaka, and we've also done Disneyland. Today we are exploring Disney Sea, which is super interesting because it's not like any other park in the Disney Kingdom. It's really special and specific here to Tokyo, and it's kind of like if you married one of the Disney parks to, say, like Disney Springs together and charged to come in. The rides here are really cool, all the areas are really cool, and the food is also phenomenal. So let's try out some rides, let's try out some food, and let's see what there is to do here. So before we set off to explore the park, let's back up a little bit and talk about the fabulous train ride into the park. It's a JR train, and it is Disney themed. It is decked out with all things Disney. I especially loved the Mickey shaped windows. We ended up purchasing our tickets on Klook. We found the online purchasing system through the app and through the Disney Sea site to be very challenging. It absolutely refused to accept our US credit cards. We tried multiple ones, Visas and MasterCards, so we finally gave up and just bought our tickets on Klook for the same price. We were given a QR code, which they scanned at the entrance with absolutely no problems. Tickets can range between 7,900 yen and 9,400 yen, which is between $50 and $60, depending on the conversion rate. It's considerably less, as you know, than visiting a US Disney park or even just California Adventure. The prices change with the seasons, and they also have a ticket where you can enter later on in the day for a little bit more of a discount. You can also purchase Disney Sea tickets at local convenience stores like 7-Eleven and Family Mart, as well as the Shinjuku Disney Store. Disney Sea is a very special park. It is the only one of its kind in the world. It is also the only park dedicated to the legends and myths of the sea. The park opened in 2001 and has grown in popularity over the years as it has expanded. We didn't know what to expect, but we will say that this is definitely a very pleasant surprise. It felt kind of like walking around in like Epcot. I said earlier, like Universal Studios, but I'm thinking the feel here is more of like an Epcot and maybe Disney Springs kind of conversion. It was a little bit smaller than the Disneyland park here in Japan, but it was definitely big enough for exploring in a day, depending on how many rides you're going to go on. A lot of people ask if Disneyland or Disney Sea is better. There's really no comparison between the two since they are both very different. I highly recommend visiting both of these parks if you love all things Disney. If you want to go to just one of the two, then I would definitely recommend Disney Sea, as it is a very unique experience, as I mentioned, the only one in the world. Now, the top 5 rides at Disney Sea are 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Indiana Jones Adventure of the Crystal Skull, Tower of Terror, Raging Spirits Roller Coaster, and Journey to the Center of the Earth. Now, I am personally not a thrill ride lover, if you've watched my channel before, so I passed on all of these, although I did go visit the locations. I like rides more in the vein of like It's a Small World. I still had a great time at this park, and it really has so much to offer. You probably can't tell, but the line for this Tower of Terror here is wild. Look at the people over my head. Back here, it's completely covered, a complete sea. The line, the wait I think is like 160 minutes, so I wouldn't do it anyways, but for 160 minutes, probably no for me. But you can get on the list, like check in for it when you get here, kind of like a fast pass type thing, which they do actually still do here. But this is a pretty cool ride, I think, for those who like dropping from midair. For the food also at Disney Sea is super unique. There's so much food to choose from. You'd have to visit for a whole week and eat all your meals here to be able to try everything that they have to offer at this park. So definitely pick out something and enjoy, because they do have so many unique things to eat.
We had an absolute blast, and people always ask me if this park is worth a visit, and it is a resounding yes. This park had so much to offer, but if you love Disney, you simply cannot miss this park, as it is the only one of its kind in the world. So how can you possibly miss it when you're this close to it?
All right, we had a great time at Disney Sea. We just got off of the train, the monorail, and gonna hop onto the train back to our Airbnb. Hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us. We had a super magical day.